welcome to Coastal Alabama's Highway 98 Radio. Rick McCann behind the microphone. We've got the latest breaking news, extended weather forecast, and great music coming up live, broadcasting from the Blue Ram Media Studios here in Gulf Shores, Alabama.
That's why I'm thinking of you, I guess. What part of over don't I understand? 'Cause damn, I miss the taste of your cigarette. Yeah, your memory pulls me right back in. It's like I forget I can't love you anymore. Can't keep chasing you round the back of my mind. I can't need you anymore. Can't keep sharing this bed with your ghost every night. I hate that your kiss left a burn on my lips. Oh baby, how do I tell my heart it ain't yours when I said it before? I can't love you anymore.
Just when I think you let me let you go, there's a picture of us covered in dust on the dash. So you lit it up just to see the smoke. Roll me plus you with a date on the back, look you dead on. Your memory pulls me right back in.
It's like I forget I can't love you anymore. Can't keep chasing you round the back of my mind. I can't need you anymore. Can't keep sharing this bed with your ghost every night. I hate that your kiss left a burn on my lips. Oh baby, how do I tell my heart it ain't yours when I said it before? I can't love you anymore.
I can't love it now.
I can't love you anymore. Tell me, baby, what do I do? What do I do? Tell me, baby, what do I do? What do I do? I can't love you anymore. Can't keep chasing you round the back of my mind. I can't need you anymore.
I can't need you, can't need you.
Can't keep sharing this bed with your ghost every night. I hate that your kiss left a burn on my lips. Oh baby, how do I tell my heart it ain't yours when I said it before? No, I can't love you anymore. No, I can't love you.
No, I can't love you.
Anymore. No, I can't love you. No, I can't love you anymore. No, I can't love you anymore.
Crime is going up. You need to call the professionals at Mobile Bay Public Safety Patrol. 251-264-2498. Mobile patrols, residential communities, schools, churches, and businesses. Alarm response. Professionally trained law enforcement experience. Mobile Bay Patrol. 251-264-2498. Call them today and you'll sleep better tonight. Mobile Bay Patrol.
And good morning, everyone. Once again, Broadcasting live from the beautiful Gulf Shores, Alabama. Coastal Alabama Radio. We're on the air on this Monday morning, the 27th day in the 26th year. Pretty cool, huh? Of course, I'm Rick McCann behind the microphone once again. And boy, do I've got a bunch of stuff. I'm talking about a bunch of stuff to talk about this morning and tell you about a whole bunch of stuff that's happening over the next few weeks. Of course, in this area, things are always happening, and I want to make sure that you are well informed. And in fact, we're so thrilled about being able to inform people about what's happening, both those living here along the Gulf Coast, those who visit, and those who wish they lived here. We're going to be starting a brand new event calendar and email system, and it's going to be on our website as well. And we're very excited about that because we have a lot of friends and family who come down, and we've been coming down ourselves for more than, close to 40 years. But anyways, we've got a lot of things happening that we want to talk to you about. And of course, we got great music, like always, the extended weather forecast, some breaking news, and so much more in today's episode. So don't go anyplace. Okay, I'm going to go and get some coffee, but you stay right here and listen to these upcoming songs. Now, this week, over the next couple of radio shows, you're going to see a variety of music from the 60s all the way up till today, current. And the change is, some people think that the music of country music has changed way, and some of it has. But some of it is reverting back to the old good standards and the old methods, and that's what I'm excited about. So, all right, let me get some coffee. Let me, relax a bit. You enjoy and relax and listen to the music, and we'll be right back on Coast. Right now, you can advertise your business, your product, your company on all of the platforms of Blue Ram Media. That includes radio shows, newsletters, and all of our social media. Hundreds and thousands of people collectively visit us every day, and now they can visit with you. For just $100 a month, advertise your product, your business, your company, yourself. Contact us, helpdesk at bluerammedia.com.
I was drifting with no direction, just a road with no end. Half a man with a plan I couldn't hold in my hands. Because of you, I stand a little taller. Because of you, I answer when life calls. Heather, you saw more than I could see. Turn to maybe into me. Everything I am, everything I do, yeah, I'm who I am because faith in me when I lost my will. You were fire when my spark burned low. You were the reason I didn't let go. Yeah. You didn't just love me. You made me better. Turn my Sunday into forever.
Yeah, I like to wear these boots and old blue jeans. I keep my cards close to my chest, ace up my sleeve. I might be old-fashioned, a little stuck in my ways. The closest thing to the real thing you'll find these days. I ain't no John Wayne, ain't riding off into the sunset, leaving what I love behind. Only silhouette smoke from a cigarette up against a western sky. In the bottom of a bottle, high in the saddle, thinking I'm better off on my own. I've done enough cowboying to know I ain't that kind of cowboy. I ain't that kind of cowboy. The first time your wild blue eyes looked at me, I was all but done for, swore I'd never be one of those silver screen heroes we know all too well. The kind that always ran from what they felt. Ain't a chance in hell, I'm riding off into the sunset, leaving what I love behind. Only silhouette smoke from a cigarette up against a western sky. In the bottom of a bottle, high in the saddle, thinking I'm better off on my own. I've done enough cowboying to know I ain't that kind of cowboy. This ain't one you wanna get up
the world off and turn it back to when it was you, me, and whiskey all night long, sinking to the bottom of them country songs. Fire burning hot till the last drop's gone. Let's turn it up till we take that black label bus too far. Saving things to stay in the dark. Ain't nothing as sweet, ain't nothing as strong as you, me, and whiskey all night long. I see you still got that knock it back shot glass, girl, you ain't missed a beat. You already let a little 4-letter slip and your hands are all over me.
And you're already talking dirty, and it's only 10:30. We know where it goes from here. I can't find this me in a red wine glass.
Yeah, and I can't find it in a beer. It's you, me, and whiskey all night long, sinking to the bottom of them country songs. Fire burning hot till the last drop's gone. Let's turn it up till we take that black label bus too far. Saving things to stay in the dark. Ain't nothing as sweet, ain't nothing as strong as you, me, and whiskey all night long. Yeah, baby.
Whiskey all night long. You, me, and whiskey all night long.
Sinking to the bottom of them country songs, turning this house to a honky tonk. Let's turn it up till we take that black label bus too far. Saving things to stay in the dark. Ain't nothing as sweet, ain't nothing as strong as you, me, and whiskey all night long.
Yeah, whiskey all night long.
Hey everyone, you know this time of year is great. So much happening in our areas, festivals, cook-off events, musical events, and so much more. If your church, organization, or business is having some type of event, well, you can have us be your mouthpiece for free. Contact helpdesk at bluerammedia.com. We'll push the word out. We'll tell them where it's at, what's happening, and all of that for free. Helpdesk at bluerammedia.com. You're listening to Coastal Alabama's Highway 98 Radio, a production of Blue Ram Media Group, LLC, with Rick McCann behind the microphone, bringing you the latest and greatest hits from Nashville, some good old country music, news, weather, local events, and so much more. Coastal Alabama's Highway 98 Radio. Now, I just played you a new song by a couple of your favorite artists. It's called I Can't Love You Anymore. And Ella Langley and Morgan Wallen teaming up for a duet, and they're singing that song. It's a pretty good song, and it's not your typical, 1960s or 70s country music. It's not your Hat Boys singing, but it's a pretty cool song. But I will tell you this, both of them, Ella and Morgan, are starting to go backwards a little bit and getting a little bit more countrified, if you will. And I told you earlier, and I've been saying this for a few shows now, it seems like a lot of these new singers are finding an old way back to country music, and a lot of that's sounding pretty good. But this one was more kind of, up-to-date, fresh style, and we do play some of those, and of course, I'm going to play some, got me all choked up here. Going to play me some good country music, I'll tell you what. And we got some of that coming up right now.
got a funny feeling the moment that your lips touch mine. Something shot right through me. My heart skipped a beat in time. There's a different feel about you tonight. It's got me thinking lots of crazy things. I even think I saw a flash of light. It felt like electricity. You shouldn't kiss me like this unless you mean it like that. 'Cause I'll just close my eyes and I won't know where I'm at. You'll get lost on this dance floor, spinning around and around and around and around. They're all watching us now. They think we're falling in love. They never believe we're just friends. When you kiss me like this, I think you mean it like that. If you do, baby, kiss me again. Everybody swears we make the perfect pair, but dancing is as far as it goes. Girl, you never move me quite the way you move me tonight. I just wanted you to know. I just wanted you to know. You shouldn't kiss me like this unless you mean it like that. 'Cause I'll just close my eyes and I won't know where I'm at. We'll get lost on this dance floor, spinning around and around and around and around. We're all watching us now. They think we're falling in love. They never believe we're just friends. When you kiss me like this, I think you mean it like that. If you do, baby, kiss me again. Kiss me again. I never ask you where you're going. I've never asked you where you've been. didn't know now, what I didn't know then. I wish I could start this whole thing over again. I'm not saying that you could ever be true. I just don't want to know how it ends. You still have my heart in the palm of your hand. I still look like a fool in front of your friends. Yeah, I wish somehow I didn't know now what I didn't know then. Ah, you still have my heart in the palm of your hand. I still look like a fool in front of your friends. Yeah, I wish somehow I didn't know now what I didn't know then. Yeah, I wish somehow I didn't know now what I didn't know then.
Rip currents cause an estimated 100 deaths each year in the United States. In 2021, 5 of these deaths were on the Gulf Coast. Rip currents are the number one weather-related killer at the beaches along the northern Gulf Coast. The number of rip current fatalities on these beaches is more than the fatalities of flooding, tornadoes, lightning, and tropical storms or hurricanes combined. Learn the facts. Before heading out to the beach, check current beach conditions and know what each flag means. Always swim near a lifeguard. Rip currents are narrow currents that flow away from the beach. If you notice you're being pulled away from the beach and are swimming and getting tired, you may be in a rip current. Think of it like a treadmill that you can't turn off. You want to step to the side of it. Don't swim against the current. Try to swim across it in a direction following the shoreline. Rip currents do not pull you under, but may take you as far out as a football field so people can tire quickly. The most important thing is to stay calm. If you can't escape the current, float or calmly tread water. Wave for help if you can. Rip current strength eventually subsides and may even take you closer to shore. If you see someone caught in a rip current, call 911 or get a lifeguard and throw something that floats towards the victim. For more information, please visit www.visitalbeaches.com/safety.
Does your company, church, business, or school need to get your employees certified in first aid, CPR, and saving a life? Well, guess what? Armor Tech is here on the Gulf Coast. Call them today at 251-264-2498. They will bring the training to you wherever you're at. 251-264-2498. These guys are fantastic. They're paramedics, firefighters. They know their stuff. They'll also teach you AED, stop the bleed, and the use of Narcan. 251-264-2498. Broadcasting live from the beautiful Gulf Coast of Alabama, it's Highway 98. We've got your favorite new hits, some of those good old hits, indie music, gospel, bluegrass, and so much more here on Highway 98. One of the things that I love doing on my radio show is giving big shout outs to area businesses that are providing a great service, or not only are they, selling good products, but of course they're putting people to work, and sometimes they have a great cause. And I want to give a big shout out, and I did a story about this on Blue Ram Media on our news website, but I want to give a big shout out to a brand new bakery that's moving into Spanish Fort in the Piggly Wiggly Shopping Center right there at 6580 Spanish Fort Boulevard. Deborah Pennington and her son, Reed, who has autism, had been baking up a storm together for quite a while and selling their products to order online But now they're opening a physical location right there in Spanish Fort. Now, Reed and his mom say this is a blessing. They have really worked hard to get to this point. They offer some great bakery items, but I'll tell you what, they also offer hope. Reed is baking and has been whipping it up with Mom for quite some time. Sweet treats and now hope, all combining. Once again, they're going to be opening sometime in late June, early July. Go to their website, bakebluebakery.com. Now, the blue actually is their logo, and that comes in from the blue heron, which is the color for autism. So if you want to help out a great family, a great cause, and bring attention to, a lot of people with autism can work and they can have a productive life, and many others see this and it makes them really want to do the same. So again, Bake Blue Bakery coming to the Piggly Wiggly Shopping Center in Spanish Fort. Your local news and 7-day forecast coming up moments away.
Seen a half an hour go by, been watching you in that mirror light, and I can tell it's telling you lies, got you thinking to yourself that you ain't pretty. Come here, girl, give me a kiss, let me have a shot at this and tell you what that mirror missed, so you don't have to think that you ain't pretty. I ain't ever seen you looking any less than a 10. Every time's like an angel walked in, stealing my heart again and again, baby. I've seen your hair up, girl, and I've seen it fall. Makeup on and makeup off, inside out. I've seen it all, believe me, but I ain't ever seen you, girl, when you ain't pretty. I've seen you mad, I've seen you cry, I've seen you wake up on the wrong side, but even at your worst hour, ain't ever thought one time that you ain't pretty. I ain't ever seen you looking any less than a 10. Every time's like an angel walked in, stealing my heart again and again, baby. I've seen your hair up, girl, and I've seen it fall. Makeup on and makeup off, inside out. I've seen it all, believe me, but I ain't ever seen you, girl, when you ain't pretty. I've seen your hair up, girl, and I've seen it fall. Makeup on and makeup off, inside out. I've seen it all, believe me, and I know you completely, but I
I can fight with the toughest of the tough. I can laugh in the face of all my insecurities. Anytime, anywhere, anything, I'm strong enough. But when you're holding me like this, I'm carelessly lost in your touch. I'm completely defenseless. Baby, it's almost too much. I'm helplessly, hopelessly, recklessly falling in love. So let consequence do what it will to us. I don't care. Let the stars stand as witness to it all. Say the word and tonight I will follow you anywhere. I just can't pretend anymore. I'm too sturdy to fall. 'Cause when you're holding me like this, I'm carelessly lost in your touch. I'm completely defenseless. Baby, it's almost too much. I'm helplessly, hopelessly, recklessly falling in love. Well, I am not afraid. I am not afraid. 'Cause when you're holding me like this, I'm carelessly lost in your touch. I'm completely defenseless. Baby, it's almost too much. I'm helplessly, hopelessly, recklessly falling. I'm helplessly, hopelessly, recklessly falling in
You were the first thing that I thought of when I thought I drank you off my mind. When I get lost in the liquor, you're the only one I find. If I did the things I ought to, still would not be mine. So I keep a tight grip on the bottle, getting loose and killing time. This killing time is killing me. Drinking myself blind, thinking I won't see that if I cross that line, then they bury me. Well, I just might find I'm killing time for eternity. I don't know nothing about tomorrow. I've been lost from yesterday. Just killing time is killing me. Drinking myself blind, thinking I won't see that if I cross that line, they bury me. Well, I just might find I'll be killing time for eternity. Yes, I just might find I'll be killing time for eternity.
40% of the food that we produce here in the U.S. is wasted. That's 133 billion pounds of food a year. A lot of this food gets wasted at the grocery store. If a carrot doesn't look perfectly right, it gets thrown away, even if it's totally safe to eat. But the biggest waster of all is us. On average, every American throws about a pound of food away every single day. Here are some ways you can stop wasting your food. Number one, meal prep. You don't have to be a fitness influencer to plan out your meal. If you plan before you're shopped, you're less likely to find a moldy vegetable in the back of your fridge. Number two, store it right. Storing food in the right place keeps it from going bad. And your refrigerator has those produce drawers for a reason. Become best friends with your freezer. Your freezer will hold things for a much longer period of time. Number three, be scrappy. Literally, learn to cook with things that you would normally throw away, like carrot tops, herb stems, brown avocados, and pickle juice. You want to save money and like saving the planet? Save your scrap.
And once again this morning, of course, I've got that extended 10-day plus weather forecast for you. And, well, it's no big mystery if you've lived here for any length of time at all. We're in the spring swing weather pattern, as I call it, here. One day might be cool and the next day might be rainy and hot. We don't know. It's kind of a mixed bag, and I'm no meteorologist, but I sure do enjoy the weather. And since I've been a kid, I have really checked the weather, investigated it, researched it. So funny I'm behind the microphone giving the weather forecast for you, but the rest of today, we'll be looking at almost 80 as a high, 69 as a low in the overnight. Now, we do have some clouds, some sunshine, kind of a mixed bag today. And we also have about a 15% chance of rain, a few showers or sprinkles, nothing major. Winds coming out of the northeast at 12 to 15 miles per hour. As for tomorrow, well, we've got pretty much a duplicate working. 79 will be the high for tomorrow, Tuesday. Intervals of clouds and sunshines expected. And once again, we got about 11 to 15% chance of some sprinkles somewhere along the way. And the winds are blowing about 11 to 15 miles per hour from the south-southeast. And overnight, it's going to be 69 to 70 degrees, depending on where you're at. Partly cloudy with increasing clouds overnight. Winds about 5 to 10 miles per hour out of the south-southwest. And once again, just a couple of sprinkles. Again, just enough to say we've got some rain in the forecast. Wednesday's looking pretty. Maybe a couple of sprinkles again hanging around. Wednesday will be 79 to 80, just like Monday and Tuesday. The overnight, 67 to 69 degrees. Partly cloudy during the day on Wednesday, but plenty of sunshine, I'm sure. 17 to 20% chance will be our rain possibilities on Wednesday, midweek. Winds blowing from the northwest at about 12 to 15 miles per hour. Now, Thursday and Friday and Saturday, well, those 3 days are when we might see some trouble. Thunderstorms begin moving into our territory on Thursday. The highs will be about 78 degrees during the daytime, 65 in the overnight. But our chances of rain, well, they're going to be increasing starting Thursday during the daytime. About a 40% chance of rain and thunderstorms. Winds coming also at about 8 to 15 miles an hour out of the northeast. I don't think it's going to be any major severe weather, but we're keeping an eye on it. Friday, again, chances are pretty high that we're going to have some rain, about 35% chance on Friday. The high will be 77 degrees, 62 in the overnight, but it's going to be breezy, 18 miles per hour. Once again, over the weekend, Saturday, the 2nd of the month of May, we're looking at about 72 degrees as a high, but scattered thunderstorms throughout the day. The sun may break through somewheres in the afternoon. We do have a strong high percent of rain and thunderstorms, about 60% right now. Winds blowing 16 to 20 miles per hour. As for the rest of next week, well, we're looking at Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Partly cloudy and partly sunny with about a 20% chance of rain on each of those days. Of course, when I get back into the studio, we're going to have the latest updated weather for you. So don't sweat it. You know how it is here along the coast. And that is your extended weather forecast from Coastal Alabama Radio. Mobile Bay Patrol Service, public safety and law enforcement trained with more than 30 years experience here along the Gulf Coast, protecting our people, our property, and our way of life. Give them a call at 251-264-2498. They offer mobile patrol services of churches, businesses, schools, gated communities, condominiums, beach resorts, yacht clubs, and so much more. 251-264-2498. Call today and you will sleep better tonight.
Making money at 30 with a wife and a son. Then a short 5 years later, it all comes undone. She's gone back to mama with the boy by her side. Now I'm wine drunk and running with them on my mind. I'm on the backside of 30 and back on my own. An empty apartment don't feel like a home. On the backside of 30, the short side of time, back on the bottom with no will to climb. It's dawn Monday morning and I just called in sick. I skipped work last Friday to drink this month's rent. And when my friends ask me, I tell them I'm fine, but my eyes tell a story that my lies can't hide. I'm on the backside of 30 and back on my own. An empty apartment don't feel like home. On the backside of 30, the short side of time, back on the bottom with no will to climb.
If you ever have doubts, then don't think something better's gonna come along. It won't. He'll drive you crazy, 'cause If you wanna wear a scar that you can't hide, I'll show you a heart that still breaks. 'Cause he's the kind of memory that doesn't fade away. No, he's gonna love you all night long, make you feel like you're the one, keep you up, make you fall asleep, wide awake, living in a dream, wrapped up in each other's eyes, covered up in a new sunrise. But that ain't what it feels like to let him go. Take it from me, you don't wanna know. He's gonna love you all night long. He's gonna love you all night long. He's gonna love you all night long, make you feel like you're the one, keep you up, make you fall asleep, wide awake, living in a dream, wrapped up in each other's eyes, covered up in a new sunrise. But that ain't what it feels like to let him go. Take it from me, you don't wanna know. Oh, you don't wanna know.
When we're responding to emergency runs, we need everybody's help to get there as fast as we can. So when you see the lights, move to the right.
Life is precious. Ask any of these people. They've been given a second chance at life through organ and tissue donation. But there are more than 84,000 Americans waiting for life-saving transplants. 17 people die every day waiting. I didn't know this until I lost my best friend, Lyric. She gave the gift of life to 5 people. That's why I've become an organ donor, too. One decision saves so many lives. Donate life.
Just a real quick reminder for you this morning, just in case you don't know. Groceries will be a little cheaper for you here in Alabama, at least for the next 2 months, because there's a reprieve in the grocery tax from May 1st until June the 30th. Governor Kay Ivey has signed legislation that suspends the state's grocery tax, that 2%. True, they have reduced it from 4 to 3%, and then in 2024 they reduced it again by 1 point to make it 2%. But Alabama is just one of only 10 states that charge taxes on food. I mean, you got to have food to live. I don't think really food should be taxed, but at least for now, for the next 2 months, yeah, groceries will be a bit cheaper for you. Take advantage of it now while you can.
Somebody's gonna give you a lesson in leaving. Somebody's gonna give you back what you've been given. And I hope that I'm around to watch them knock you down. It's like you to love them and leave them, just like you love me and left me. It's like you to do that sort of thing over and over again. You're a foolhardy man. Hey, you've been asking about me from some of my friends. Well, you better believe I'm not going through that again. You're the kind of man a woman thinks she can change. Oh, but the only thing changing is my way of thinking. And I'm thinking that maybe someday somebody
Christian country.
Saying how it's gonna be so good, so beautiful. 10,000 hours, 10,000 more. Even though I don't tell you all the time, baby, blue ain't your color.
Driving in the car or on the app. Thanks for listening.
Baby plays the guitar, I pick a banjo now.
Coastal Alabama's all new Highway 98 Radio.
And once again this year, an event that many people really do look forward to, and that is Fairhope Rotary Steak Cook-Off. Happening this year, I'll tell you, it's already heating up. Every year seems to get bigger and bigger. Happening May the 9th, right downtown in Fairhope. This is a fundraising event. It's a competition. It's a great place to eat steak. For more information, fairhoperotary@gmail.com. If you want to enter, now is the time. I'm telling you what, every year the thing gets bigger and bigger. It's an enjoyable feast while raising funds for good causes. There's going to be some champions, some winners, and some losers. But you know what? You really can't lose with this because everyone's going to be eating fine. Once again, if you need more information, you can go to fairhopesteak.org or email fairhoperotary@gmail.com. Coming up May the 9th. You got to get there. I'm telling you, it's an enjoyable thing. I mean, anytime you're raising money, eating good food, yeah, it's going to be good times.
Tornado tore through a Midwest town. Wasn't nothing in its path that didn't take down, except the Baptist church and a ball field. Then they rebuilt. Talk about tough people. She was 4 years old when they got the news. It was in her little lungs, it was stage 2. Mama spent every night by her bed, and Daddy shaved his head. Talk about tough people. Yeah, there were plenty of times she could have gave up, but she did. Now she fought like hell till she rang that bell in Memphis. Oh, there's a whole lot of bad in the world out there. Oh, and it's hard to keep going when it don't seem fair. Keep on fighting when your back's against the wall. Keep on getting back up when you fall. Keep on keeping your head held high, 'cause I still believe hard work pays off, good beats evil, and tough times make tough people. It's a single mom working 2 jobs a day, and a farmer barely getting by needing rain. It's a grandma waiting tables working through the pain. It's a cop on a call running in gun drawn, 'cause a shooter's in a schoolhouse hallway. There's a whole lot of bad in the world out there. And it's hard to keep going when it don't seem fair. Keep on fighting when your back's against the wall. It's an army green, shipped off somewhere to keep us all free. Came back in a box with a flag on it. It's home, don't it? Talk about tough people. Man, talk about some tough people. Hey! Oh, there's a whole lot of bad in the world out there. Oh, when it's hard to keep going, it don't seem fair, but I still believe hard work pays off, good beats evil, tough times make tough people. Yes, you'll make some tough people. Let the tin roof keep catching that rain. Let these old boots stay by the door.
Let me lose it just hearing you say, tonight, baby, I'm yours.
Let the neon be on somebody else out there. Yeah, the high we wanna be on, we ain't gotta go nowhere. To get me gone like a nowhere wind, gone like a pawn shop vine. Oh yeah, gone like a no-cold train. Devil let it revive. Oh yeah, goner than that sinking sun in the red dress you had on. Let me drink you in like whiskey. Kiss me, get me gone.
Let your eyes cut me like a knife.
Let your head down, waterfall fall.
Yeah, you're already taking my breath.
While you're at it, girl, go and take it on. Like the moon to the waves, keep on pulling me in. Till I can't tell where I start, baby, where you end. Get me gone like a nowhere wind, gone like a pawn shop vine. Oh yeah, gone like a no-cold train. Devil let a tin revive. Oh yeah, goner than that sinking sun in the red dress you had on. Let me drink you in like whiskey. Kiss me, get me gone. Yeah, baby, get me gone. Get me gone like a nowhere wind, gone like a pawn shop vine. Oh yeah, gone like a no-cold train. Yeah, devil let a tin revive. Oh yeah, goner than that sinking sun in the red dress you had on. Let me drink you in like whiskey. Kiss me, get me gone.
Get me gone.
Oh baby, get me gone.
Get me gone.
Baby, get me gone.
can happen any moment without reason or rhyme. It might be right around the corner, or it'll come up from behind. A picture that I thought would fade, but I still clearly see. When the thought of you catches up with me, it can happen on a Sunday drive, sky above a shade of blue, heading down some lonesome highway, then you come into view. Mile after mile goes by, but you're all I see. When the thought of you catches up with me, when the thought of you comes to mind, it'll carry me away to a better place in time. It can happen in the dead of night, or any day of the week. Sometimes you'll come find me when I'm in bed asleep. I'll have that dream about you, and I sure love what I see. When the thought of you catches up with me, when the thought of you catches up with me, when the thought of you catches up with me.
In a minute, I'm going to drown in this pool, surrounded by friends and relatives. That's because Dad thinks Mom is watching me, and Mom thinks Dad is. But actually, nobody is watching me. And you rarely make a sound when you're struggling to move.
Don't assume someone else is watching. Become a water watchdog at abbyshope.org.
And this morning I've got the latest breaking news for you. Many items that you're not going to see or hear or read about locally because they just don't report on it. They don't think it's important enough. They don't think that it's, what the community wants. But actually, most people that I know of want to know what's happening in their backyard and front yard. So in Foley, over the weekend, it happened actually Friday afternoon about 3, police responded to a gunshot where one person was shot on Lakeview Circle. Now, according to police, the fire department and EMS responded. An elderly person unloading a gun accidentally shot himself. Doesn't appear to be intentional, according to Foley PD, and there's no threat whatsoever to the community. So, again, these things do happen, and, luckily and thankfully, the man's going to be okay. Mobile, the city of Mobile, is updating what they're calling their wayfinding signs for landmarks and attractions. New signage being put up in phases throughout the city to point you to new places, like the new airport close to downtown, the new arena. I was thinking about who it was named after, Regions Bank Arena, and all the other places that tourists and visitors want to go. And locals say they want to see new signage as well, just to remind them how to get places, including governmental landmarks and buildings and so forth. So that's coming in phases. Be looking for it. In Fairhope, they just recently, within days, passed a new ordinance, which is a law, that targets unsafe e-mobility device operators. This means if you're riding an electric scooter, e-bike, e-whatever, and you know what? They also have e-skateboards now. I think that's dangerous. They say, the police, not only in Fairhope, but nationwide, say it's really becoming a problem for motorists and the riders because they're, driving recklessly. The new ordinance says that riders such as will not exceed posted speed limits, and also they will wear helmets if they're 18 and under or over. It doesn't matter. And the fines will begin at $250, go to $450, and finally $500. You can get stopped by police and issued a citation, just like if you were driving a vehicle. So keep that in mind if you're one of those e-riders. A log truck flipped over in an accident on Alabama 45. Aaliyah said at US 48 and Roberts Road that the driver lost control, flipped over. Authorities had to shut down the road for a time. He was injured, but not seriously. And Aaliyah said that they are investigating. Another bake shop is opening. This one is in Daphne. It's called Rise Slow Bread. It's right on Main Street. Ryan McCollum is the owner. He says that he is taking time to raise the dough, and he invites you to go to their website because he'll be selling soon. A pedestrian was killed on I-10 near Loxley. This happened on April 19th, according to Aaliyah. Jasmine R. Harris was fatally injured when she was stepped out of a vehicle and was hit by a car and died on the scene. Aaliyah didn't say if any charges are pending. A Mobile man died in a neighborhood shooting after a dispute. Authorities say that the shooting occurred on Roy's Lane, just off Dolphin Island Parkway. Police have arrested one man. 2 people were rescued in a sinking boat near the state park in Spanish Fort. 911 got a call that the boat was sinking. The Alabama Marine Police, Coast Guard, the Spanish Fort, and Daphne Fire Departments and others responded. They were able to recover those people without any problems, and I don't believe there was any injuries. The Mobile County Sheriff's Office said that they investigated a murder at 11290 U.S. Highway 90 at a gas station and made an arrest. Authorities didn't elaborate on the cause. There must have been some type of dispute, but Brendan Pierce was the shooter. Authorities investigated, and unfortunately, he was arrested, but his victim lost their life. Also in the news, Fairhope gave the green light to 2 Murphy gas stations coming, one on 181 near 104, and one on Greeno Road near the Publix shopping center. There was some dispute as to whether or not 104 and 181 really needed a third gas station, but evidently Fairhope folks thought, yeah, we need one, so it was voted in. Daphne police say there's an increase in traffic collisions with injuries, and on our website at bluerammedia.com, we did map out some of the most recent locations where accidents occur frequently. Please be sure to slow down, not only in Daphne, but everywhere. Foley police charged a mother with torture and willful abuse of her own child. Authorities were notified by child welfare that there may have been an incident. Police investigated. 43-year-old Daisy Perez Mendez was arrested and charged after an investigation. She was taken and lodged into the Baldwin County Jail for torture, willful abuse of a child, and authorities say more charges could be pending against her. I just told you about one bread company opening in Daphne. Well, there's a brand new bread company opening in Spanish Fort, And, of course, that is the Baked Blue Bakery that I've been talking about now for a little bit. But it's right there in the Piggly Wiggly Shopping Center. We want to give them equal time. Be sure to check them out. I understand that this is Sweets with Hope. They're on a mission, and I think I'm going to be checking them out on a regular basis. A former Baldwin County school employee has taken a plea on child sex charges. The employee, a former school IT member, was charged with sexual crimes after an investigation both in Florida and in Baldwin County. Christopher W. Glover pled guilty and could face 10 years in prison. He's scheduled to return to court on July the 14th. Remember, when you see any news happening in our area, please send it to newsdesk@bluerammedia.com.
When you love someone, really love someone, you'd walk through fire to see her smile, to be the father of her child, what you wouldn't do. 'Cause when you love someone, your heart just comes undone. I'll never love again, it's true, the way that I love you. Maybe it's just the sound of your voice when you say hello. Or just the way you close your eyes when I hold you close. There are so many reasons. You're all I taste, I touch, I breathe in. 'Cause when you love someone, really love someone, you'd walk through fire to see your smile, to be the father of her child, what you wouldn't do. When you love someone, your heart and soul are one. I'll never love again, it's true, the way that I love you. Sometimes I move to tears, 'cause girl, I just can't believe I found the person I've searched for. Seems like eternity. When I look into your blue-green eyes, I see my future and I realize that it's paradise. 'Cause when you love someone, really love someone, you'd walk through fire to see her smile, to be the father of her child, what you wouldn't do. 'Cause when you love someone, your heart and soul are one. I'll never love again, it's true, the way that I love you. I'll never love again, it's true, the way that I love you.
Time has, well, slipped away from us once again here on Coastal Alabama Radio on this Monday morning. But don't fret. Don't worry about it. Not yet. Because we'll be back in just a few days with a whole bunch of other great happenings, information, news, songs, you name it, extended weather. We're going to have all of that and so much more. Remember, you, your friends, your family, your coworkers, and anyone else that you know can listen to us even when we're not on the radio because we're broadcasting 24/7, streaming live on the iHeartRadio network and on more than 40 other platforms worldwide. So no matter where you're at, whether you're in Bama or you're in some other country, you can listen to us, and some people do, believe it or not, and we are thankful for that. I just want to remind you, no matter where you are driving, whether it's down the county road, the country road, the back road, remember those days? All we got here are city roads. Well, there's still some country roads, but they're getting fewer and fewer and fewer. Remember, when you see, you hear sirens, you see lights, you got to pull to the right. You got to give all first responders, ambulance, fire, police, the right of way. Not green lights, not blue, not purple, but blue and red lights, you definitely got to pull over. Please keep all of our first responders safe. Until the next time, you all be safe too. Be blessed. And of course, I'll see you back here on the radio.